Well, my passion for shooting and obviously and long range shooting came obviously from my dad came back from World War II, and he started shooting high power and I started shooting small bore when I became old enough. And then I shot small bore position in college and high power rifle and silhouette and sportsman's team challenge, a myriad of other sports, not just the same thing. And of course then I always liked to shoot high power rifle. And of course, most of that was, across the course sort of events where you used a sling and a coat and iron sights. And, from there we've evolved into, reticles and scopes and rifles and further and further. And, it's an unexplored avenue of stuff in the last, say, 10 or 15 years that people really didn't ever think about. They go out and sight their gun at 200 yards, and most people really don't understand that a square crosshair is good at one distance and 1 yard line, because when that bullet comes out of the barrel spinning, it's moving to the right, and if the wind's blowing, it's climbing or falling as well as moving to the right. So there's a lot of stuff going on. To come to this year's King of 2 Mile, I enlisted my baboon hunting friend Robert Massey, who can read the wind really well, and of course I can, and my son-in-law, who is the current world record ELR holder. And we went and trained. I have a place to train, and we shot for 3 or 4 days before we came and tried to get all our loads and data and sync up and work as a team, because it's a team. This is a team event, believe it or not. They're going to award this to some individual, but it was a team group effort. So, and that's what may become it, because this just has several more facets to long range shooting. Well, for me, it's very important to get a first round hit, and I watched where my cold bore shot went, and so I held a little higher, and of course I missed the very first 5 multiple target. I hit the next 4. I don't know. The relays are a big deal when you get, if you get squatted in the top 5 each day, you're pretty much assured of a decent conditions. But then stuff starts changing, and of course it varies. It may be good in the afternoon, but typically it's not in Raton. What I think they should do, just personally, is it's light here at 5:30 in the morning. We should be started shooting at 6:30 or 7 instead of 8 or 8:30, and shoot the same number of people, but give everybody that window of opportunity for the best conditions. Well, I like to see it keep it level playing ground, fair. I like it to see, I put up a cash prize this year for a 25-pound and under rifle. Well, that's what this ought to be, in my opinion, because we're trying to do this to help everybody and to something that's more usable. And a 50-pound gun, while that's fantastic, nobody's going to take that to the field. And for me, I have some association with we're training some people, and they want the lightest platform that they can get, because they're going to put something else on it or with it, and you got to go carry it up the top of the hill. Your tongue will be hanging out. So I'd like to see it go that way, and or obviously there's a place for the big guns, but that's such a narrow little crack basically. And a lot of people have a 308 or a 300 or a 338, and that's the masses, and that's where I would lean towards. Let's do something that everybody can use, and because you want this to succeed, and of course we need we need junior programs. What we need for this. Yeah, all those sports do. I mean, you go look at trap shooting or golf, they got a whole bunch of juniors. So, do some research, look around, and try to buy a piece of equipment or the things that are involved that's obviously first affordable, and secondly, if you don't like it, that you can get rid of and get half your money back out of it, half or 2/3, and come to several matches. Probably go to a PRS match first. That'd probably be as good as any, because that's kind of like intermediate or short range ELR. You get to see all kinds of equipment and watch how the stages they shoot, and then of course it doesn't hurt to come out here and watch this match and see, get some feedback. Of course, there's going to be an ELR match in a couple of weeks in Atterbury. There's one in Kansas pretty soon. Look around on the internet and find a spot and go visit, go look and see if you can learn something. So.
Thanks for your time.
You bet. Yeah.